Hey guys, it's Sunday night and tonight is actually Palm Sunday. So tonight and every night leading up to next Sunday, Easter Sunday, we're going to be doing a reading out of the Bible and talking about what's going on each day in the life of Christ leading up to his death, burial, and his resurrection on Easter Sunday. So today we're going to start with Palm Sunday and we're going to be reading out of the book of Matthew. We're going to be in chapter 21 and we're going to read verses 1 through 11. And I'm going to kind of set the stage for you right now. So Jesus has been, he's been alive for about 33 years on earth. He's had about 3 years of ministry where he's been preaching the gospel and telling people about who he is, who his Father is, who God is, and performing miracles so numerous that the Bible couldn't even hold them all. And he has already raised Lazarus from the dead, and everyone that's heard about this is the first time that Jesus is coming back into the city of Jerusalem. And the reason that they're coming in is because it's Passover week. It's when the Jewish people are celebrating Passover, which reminds them of when the Holy Spirit, or the angel of death, passed over the people of Israel when they were in bondage in Egypt under Pharaoh. So that's kind of set the stage. Jesus is coming in, and this is celebrated on Palm Sunday. So we're going to start Matthew chapter 21, verses 1 through 11. And it says, "Now when they drew near Jerusalem and came to Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, then Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, Go into the village opposite you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, you will say, The Lord has need of them, and immediately he will send them. All this was done that it might be fulfilled which is spoken by the prophet, saying, Tell the daughter of Zion, Behold, your king is coming to you, lowly and sitting on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey. So the disciples went and did as Jesus commanded them. They brought the donkey and the colt, laid their clothes on them, and set him on them. And a very great multitude spread their clothes on the road. Others cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then the multitudes who went before and those who followed, cried out, saying, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And when he had come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, Who is this? So the multitude said, This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth of Galilee. So Jesus rides in, and he rides in on a donkey colt, and that's a fulfillment of a prophecy that was written back in Zechariah, I believe is where that was written. And what's important about that is the Jewish people had been told about a coming Messiah their whole life, and they expected him to ride in on a horse with an army behind him. And here he rides in on not a grown donkey, but the colt of a donkey. And that's important because he's not what they expected. Because he didn't come in as a conquering king. He came in as a prophet. And the people, when we read in verse 10 there, it says, Who is this? It says that he was just a prophet. They didn't really recognize who Jesus was. They knew him from the things that he had done in the past, but they didn't really recognize him as the Son of God. This is going to set off a whole motion of events because all the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the religious leaders of Jesus' time, they're already aggravated with him for what he's done throughout the course of his ministry over the last few years, the last 3 years. And now he's coming in as a king. People are calling him the king as he rides into town there. And it's going to start a huge chain of events that's going to shake the rest of the world. So come back tomorrow night and join us. Remember, I love you. God bless you. And y'all keep praying.